Do you hear that?
Wait.
I'm not sure what I heard. Oh.
Sorry.
Oh
Sorry.
my.
I had a protein shake.
Yeah, dude, that'll do that. Dude, one time, like, it wasn't, like, when I was working, like, it wasn't my client. It was some other client, some, like, broski-looking client that wasn't mine, used the facilities at my place of employment.
Yeah.
And I happened to go in there afterwards for, like, a paper towel or something. And it was, like, I don't know what supplements this broski was taking.
Yeah.
But it was, like, the supplements protein powder poop smell. Have you ever, I mean, like, it is a nasty, gnarly, pungent, like, you could entrap that and use that to, like, torture somebody at Guantanamo. Like, it is brutal.
I will confess that I once cleared an area of the gym because of that same reason. I was working out and I was deeply into a training regimen routine for the past couple of months. And I went to the gym and I was using the dumbbell section. Cleared it. And everyone was looking around like, who did that? And so I'm like looking around, who did that? It was me. The whole time.
You didn't just like stop and just solemnly raise your hand. Just like I can't say it, but just like raise your like the fist of just like.
Well, here's a disaster. Here's a related disaster. I was on a date with this girl. We were dating, and we were at the mall, and each of us we had to go to the bathroom. And I came out, I was done, and then she came out, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, it's really bad. I have to show you something." And I was like,
"Tell me she pulled out a piece of her own poop." That is how that story should go. Like,
I hope it wasn't her own. But she's like, "You got to come in here," and I'm like, "I'm not going in there."
Into
she's
the
like,
bathroom?
Yeah. Then I'm like, I'm not going in there. She's
That's
like,
how babies are made. That's how
Right?
babies are made. You be careful.
If you walk into a girl's bathroom, you become pregnant. Or wait, if you go in, the next girl to go in becomes pregnant.
Exactly, right.
So I go in there, and she's like, "Here, come look at this. There's like poop all over the stall." And I'm like, "I don't want to see that." And she's like, "No, you have to come look at it."
Wait, this is a date?
Yeah.
This is a date. Is that the one that got away? This sounds like an amazing enchanting princess.
Right? This is the one that I set free. I was like, "Nope." So anyway, I'm like, "I don't want to see that." She's like, begs me practically, "Hey, come look at this. You've got to see this. It's disgusting." And I'm like, "If it's disgusting,
this is amazing.
See it." She convinces me, right? So I go in, and she opens the door to the stall in the ladies' room, mind you, in the ladies' room.
And it's a surprise 1 week anniversary.
No, there was literal poop smear everywhere, like the most disgusting display of crappy vandalism that you've ever seen anywhere on earth. All over the stall, all over the toilet, smeared and wiped everywhere. And I'm like, that's gross. Why did you show me? There's like used toilet paper, there's poop on the walls, there's poop on the floors, everywhere in this stall. And I'm like, I was pissed. I was like, why did you show me that? That's disgusting. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that.
This is awesome. Like, I love that. I'm just going to ask you, okay?
Sure.
This sounds like something that a hot girl would do. On a scale of 1 to 10 hotness.
Yeah.
Where was this person on that scale?
Oh, she would be at like solid average. She would be a
solid 7.
Average.
Because what I was really picturing is like, honestly, like, I think like the hotter like that women typically get, and I'm assuming this is probably in your 20s, right? When you were
yeah.
Like, I just in my 20s, I remember the hotter they were,
the less
like,
they care.
The less they care, but then like the weirder they were. Like, this sounds like some hot girl, like some weird thing. But like, you're like, I can't believe I scored this date. Like, let's go to the mall. You're chilling your Orange Julius.
Right.
But
well, and here's the thing though, that you say that because she wasn't hot, but she was very confident in herself, as if she was hot.
Oh, but sometimes that's even like that's hot, right? Like when someone's that. I mean, it's like it works both ways for men and women,
right?
Yeah,
attractive.
Like they're funny. Like you're like, hey, yeah, sure, let's go on a date. But that's hot girl behavior. Like that is hot girl behavior. Like that because only they would have. Well, I mean, maybe they have balls. It's 2020, but like they would have. Only they would have the chutzpah, the confidence to be like, come look at this.
The hubris.
Yeah, come look at this gross, thing that
While we're on a date.
Why we're on a date that I clearly have like something with the fact that I want to show it to you. There's something else that's there underneath. Did you go on another date after?
Well, we were dating.
Oh, dating, so boyfriend, girlfriend. All right.
Yeah, I think we were at that point, yeah.
That is
part of that was just the fact that she was already comfortable around me, but that was like a strike for sure.
Oh, dude,
So message to any women who watch our show, if there's crap in the bathroom, don't show your boyfriend.
Or
just let it go.
Show me and not Craig, because I'm like I was either I'm gonna die, right? Like if I'm going into there, like I'm thinking like this is it, this is the end, and like this is like the turning into a pillar of salt in the Bible where they're fleeing the city and like don't look back.
You gotta go. At least you're gonna see this.
Right. It's like die. If I'm gonna go, let's go in a girl's bathroom. Let's go seeing something completely insane. Like either that or I'm gonna score, right? It's like either or, right? You're like the tiny male spider, and she's like, "Come into the bathroom." You're like,
if you're gonna score, just wait until don't score in a situation like that. No. That's first. Leave the room.
Exactly.
First.
But I was just like that. I would not have been able to say no. I wouldn't have even hesitated because I'm like, you are some kind of freaky and some kind of weird. Let's go see what this. I would not.
Well, that was part of what made me go. I had to satisfy my curiosity.
Right.
What is it?
What is so bad, or what is so?
And I regretted it. Yeah, I did immediately.
Again, sometimes you roll dice.
I don't want to know that people can be capable of doing that kind of a thing.
Okay, the next thing I want to break down is how, if that big of a mess was created.
Yeah.
How did the perpetrator escape getting it on themselves and escape? Yes. How did it? I mean, was it a poltergeist? Like, was this a supernatural phenomenon thing that happened?
How would you
creating that much mayhem? It could be drugs.
You can be like. When people are on drugs, they can get away with more stuff because they're possessed. It's like when you're old, you can get away with more stuff. When you're on drugs, you can get away with more stuff.
I guess that's true.
When you're insane, you can get away with more stuff. When you're a kid, when you're a baby, like babies can crap in their pants, and it's like, oh, that's nice, that's cute. An insane person on drugs can wipe their doo-doo all over this bathroom stall and get away with it. No one says anything because they're like, just don't get any of that crap on me. Get out of here. Finish up, smear in the stall, and leave.
When I lived in Chicago, like I saw some of the craziest, grottiest behavior. Like you'd see people like if you live in Chicago, like there's on Chicago and Michigan, there's like that little park with a fountain. But like I saw a homeless guy in like the bird fountain, just take a little bird bath right there. At 5 o'clock.
How did he fit in the bird fountain? Tuesday. Is it a big bird fountain?
It was like it wasn't a bird fountain, but he was basically taking a bird bath in this like. Clearly, this is just a fountain. Like this isn't a public pool. But homeboy just crawled in there. Take a little cleany.
Just wash himself off.
Yeah, take a little bath.
Probably was talking to himself the whole time, yelling it.
But I remember just thinking like, nah, you do what you got to do. I guess, like it's like, what do you?
And then everyone just leaves him alone because they don't want him to mess with them.
Exactly. People are just like, it's cool, bro. Don't say anything. Like. Or he gonna make a scene.
I am just walking this way because I'm gonna get a burger. If that guy wants to wash himself in the fountain, as long as he doesn't get any of that crap on me, it's fine.
Yeah, dude, you'd see just crazy stuff. Like one time I was walking through a tunnel to get to a train, and there was this couple of homeless people just like sleeping on the ground. It was actually pretty sad, but I remember thinking to myself, dude, this is wild. Like the poor guy's pants, it was real flimsy and thin, the seat of his pants.
Sure.
But we had to see the whole like fruit salad thing because it was so. Yeah, it was just like another
Liberty Bell.
And I remember thinking to myself, "This is horrifying, kind of hilarious." And I remember just thinking to myself, like, I'm never gonna see this again. More like, well, that's something I'll log away in the brain. Like when I saw it, I was like, I can't unsee it, and I'm never gonna see it again. And your bathroom stall experience is probably
similar.
It's similar. It's like I'm never gonna see this. I can't unsee it. But I'm never going to see it again.
Yeah.
Which means you're seeing it again in a continuous time loop, really. Every time you recall that memory.
It's burned in my mind.
Yeah. Or it's probably been worse in your mind, right? Because every time you recall a memory, you write over it. Did you know that? In general, over it. If you recall a memory, even just one time, every time you recall it, it gets written over.
By itself.
Details change they've done really fascinating studies on this. Yeah.
Wow. I relive that moment constantly, and it's giving me PTSD. So now anytime I go into a bathroom stall, I wet myself.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.